Guys, just pretend that was all in an urban setting. I didn't want to video me unpacking a submachine gun in the middle of town. So, welcome, gentlemen. Today I have the LWRC SMG45. This is a pistol caliber carbine chambered in 45 ACP. What's that? Did you say 45 isn't God's caliber? Whew. I carry 45 because they don't make no 46. 9mm kills the body, but 45 kills the soul. Starting at the muzzle end, I've got the hybrid 46M. This gun is actually the reason why I went with the 46M instead of the 36M. I really wanted to shoot a suppressed 45. This one was the first one that I owned that had a threaded barrel that I could do that with. Moving backward, I've got a SIG Romeo 5 on there. I suppose you could say it's the duality of man. The juxtaposition of the dichotomy of the duality of man. A $3,000 gun with a $100 red dot on there. If you've watched my videos before, you'll notice that's kind of a trend for me. I really like guns and having a lot of them, but I don't have very many that are fully kitted out with really nice optics and stuff. But the Romeo 5 is the best budget red dot option there is, in my opinion. I've never had a problem with one. I have 4 or 5 of them on all sorts of different stuff. Video is not about the Romeo 5, but it is a great optic. This is legally a pistol. The barrel is under 16 inches, as you can see. It came with the SB Tactical folding brace. As far as I know right now, it's legal to have braces on your guns. May or may not be legal to shoulder it. I don't know. But free men don't ask. This is how the government wants you to shoot this gun. Sup, gamers? Do you have to strike a 45 gold yet? If not, you're falling behind. Let's address the elephant in the room. Is the LWRC SMG45 trash, or is it good? If you watched Grantham's video, you know that he had accuracy problems with its stringing rounds, and he's had reliability problems. That has not been the case for me. We'll do an accuracy test here. I'm gonna do our accuracy testing here. "31 yards is where our cardboard is. It wasn't the most stable shooting I've ever done. 31 yards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits in the A zone of a small A zone target, reduced size, or IPSC target. Suffice to say, I think that the accuracy issues that others were having are not present in my particular SMG45, but I do just have a sample size of 1. So, disclaimer, I don't have the money or time really to put thousands of rounds through guns to make videos on them. I just make them because they're fun and I like cool guns. But I put a fair amount of rounds through this, you know, mostly suppressed, and I haven't had a single malfunction yet. That's not to say that there won't be one. Like I said, I haven't shot it all that much, but I haven't had any malfunctions. Running it suppressed is makes guns dirtier quicker, and no accuracy issues whatsoever. So, I mean, maybe I just got one of the good ones. Mine is a little bit newer, I think, than the ones that were having problems. And I've seen a couple other videos where people weren't really having the issues either. But it is kind of a big leap of faith to just buy a $3,000 gun and then hope it works or hope it doesn't have the accuracy issues. Fortunately for me, mine works really well. So, all right, guys, you know how it goes. Can't make a video without doing a 1R1. So, it's kind of, those mags are really tall, so it's hard to get them out and into the gun the right way. Doing the 1R1 with the Spiritus bank robber chest rig in multicam black, because I'll never use it in a real world situation. But I really like this chest rig because it's elastic and it's made for AR mags, but it's got enough retention in it that you can put PCC mags. These mags are good. MPX mags fit in it. MP5 mags even fit in it. They're a little bit small, but you can fit two in one. So I really like it. Nick, did you buy a Maraca or did you buy a gun? Well, the SMG45 comes with these little tools in the gun, and they stick into these holes in the grip. But pretty much every time you shoot it, they just come loose. So I don't normally even carry those in there when I go out to shoot because it's just annoying. Other features of this rifle, you could say, it's got a proprietary rail. I don't know what this is called, but also for some reason it goes all the way to the end of the receiver. It's just a Torx screw that goes in there that locks those in. It just screws right in. LWRC, I think, is the only company that makes attachments for these rails. So if you want a grip or an angled grip, I suppose, since this is a pistol, you have to get it through them. I think their one angled grip is like $35, so it's a little bit more expensive than like a Magpul one that I'd probably put on there normally. And then, you got the Maraca in the grip. The pistol grip is the same grip that they put on their ARs. That being said, LWRC does make really high quality ARs. They're a reputable, good company. And I'm pretty sure all the issues that the SMG45 has, they've been working to fix. Now, you may be asking me, Nick, isn't that just an HK UMP45 clone? No, it's not. The HK UMP45 is made mostly of polymer. It's a straight blowback design. It was made to be cheap. Ironic, considering it's an HK gun. But it's made to be cheaper than an MP5 and sort of replace it, be a little more modern. It wasn't really a very good replacement for it. But this gun is made mostly out of metal. The operating system, it's actually short recoil operated. So you could see that barrel moves back and forth. Because of this, to suppress it, you need a piston, booster, Nielsen device, whatever you want to call it, in your suppressor. Should have talked about this in my pistol video, my suppressed Glock video, but what a piston does is it allows the barrel to move rearward without all the weight impinging on it. And so there's just a little spring in there that when the gun operates, the suppressor basically stays in the same place as that barrel moves backwards. So pulling forward on it, you can see that's the spring in the suppressor, and that's the barrel moving. The trigger on this bad boy is pretty nice. It's like a really nice mil-spec trigger. A little lighter than a mil-spec, and it's got a nice clean break. This gun does take HK UMP45 magazines. It ships with 2 of them. They're both US mags, so they're not HK branded mags, but I haven't had any problems with them, and you can get extras that are cheaper than actual HK mags, so that's nice. This being the short recoil operated gun that it is, the recoil impulse on it is really nice. It's more of a push than a snap, but I'd say, I mean, it's nicer to shoot than like a CZ Scorpion or any other straight blowback 9mm. You really can't tell that it's 45 when you're shooting it. The ergos on this gun are really good. It's got a standard AR safety, AR pistol grip. The charging handle kind of pops out like that. You can switch sides. I have switched it, so it's easier for me as a lefty. And then it's got a paddle mag release right there. I would prefer probably an AR mag release. Doing those reloads, you kind of got to strip it, like rip the mag out instead of just let it drop free. And I would like to have a little angled grip on here, but the only one that you can get is the LWRC one, and I just haven't. So I kind of hold it around the receiver like magwell grip, because it's just not quite long enough to C-clamp the right way, and it's just a little uncomfortable. With this suppressor on it, this is the short configuration, but it's a little bit louder than I thought it was going to be. You know, 45 is naturally subsonic, so it should be quieter. I think a part of it might have to do with the very large ejection port, and me being on the ejection port side of the gun probably doesn't help. But it's not gassy. I haven't really had a problem with any gas back in the face at all, so that's nice. Take the ears off and see how loud it is. It's kind of loud. It's a little bit louder than I thought it was going to be, actually. Put one into the dirt. Closing thoughts. Is this gun good? From a person who will never use this in a duty sense and hopefully never have to use it in a life or death situation, it's great. I am really happy with this gun. It shoots really nice. It is accurate, and it just, I mean, name a better looking PCC, because that is just, it's like old school UMP45 mixed with new school. It's just, I mean, looking cool is half the battle, so. And knowledge is the other half. All in all, I would equip this on Modern Warfare 3. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. If you're following the saga, I made a video on the SIG 716i and mentioned that I would be hunting with it this season. It was really heavy to hike around with, especially the way I had it set up. And I missed a deer with it. It was all me, just pulled it, bad shot. And so I just switched back to my 270 bolt gun. So in case you were curious about that, I know you probably were waiting, so. Guys, I cannot believe this weather. It is November 29th in Montana. 2:08 in the afternoon, and it's 39 degrees out with a few clouds, nice blue sky, just amazing. Put the gun on safe, otherwise Dustin will be mad at me for my empty gun. Let's see how it goes. Bad. It went bad. Jeez.